Good morning, everybody. Welcome into the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. Hope you all are doing well. We're doing great in here in the studio.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Stellar. Wonderful. We got some stuff to talk about today. We have got... Oh, did you guys see this story? Very sad story. Dog was killed by 2 German Shepherds on the loose.
Oh, no. Man.
Ran into the house, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, they both... Yeah, they went
unfortunate.
Sailing the neighborhood.
Mm.
Yeah. Those are great dogs to own. They're very great and loyal dogs to their owners. But boy, they're
able to do some damage.
They can
do
some damage. Yeah, man. I'm not going to say they're mean dogs. I never like to say dogs are mean.
Mm-mm.
You can't call a breed of dog mean because it's all comes down to the owner a lot of times.
Product of their environment.
Yeah, but yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, very sad. So we'll talk about that. St. Johns County steps closer to building a new emergency facility. There we go. We've got a lot of those popping up lately, actually. Should we build a 4-field croquet lawn at the St. Augustine Park? At a St. Augustine Park? Yeah, Troy says yeah. All right,
yeah, quoted Troy's for it.
We're doing it. Yeah.
No, like I'm
croquet, really? Yeah. When's the last time you busted out the mallets and did some croquet?
What is this, Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know.
I was all for it until you said croquet.
Right.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I'm always about a park.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Well, let's make it make sense. I mean, pickleball I can see, but croquet.
Yeah. They went
America doesn't even play croquet.
They went the other way on that one.
These Brits moving in and put croquet fields in our city.
We're being invaded again.
The British are coming. The British are coming.
The British are back.
Croquettes.
Who left the door open?
Oh, boy. All right. We'll get to all that. And more. More. After we tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Since 1949, they've been more than just a dealership. They're a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine. Founded on honesty, integrity, and community service, that Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. They've also just announced their From America for America program, offering every single customer employee pricing. Not just the discount you get for working at the dealer. That's a different thing than you get if you're an executive at the dealer. And they're giving you, really, they should call it the executive pricing. That's a big deal. Ford hasn't done anything like this in a very, very long time, and they're excited about it. You should be too. And if you're looking for a new vehicle, or if you're trading in your old vehicle, they're going to give you top dollar for that because they are looking for used vehicles. Check them out today just off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission, and they are driven to inspire. As well as the Bailey Group, here to help you provide for your family's future, lift the burden of expenses and outstanding debts, and create a lasting legacy for your future. Decades of experience, personalized plans, and commitment to your well-being. They make life insurance simple. Give them a call, 904-461-1800. Also, big shout-out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Old Town Trolley, All-American Air, Bin 39, Chiba Hut Toasted Sub, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, St. Augustine Handy House, Lux Japanese Head Spa, and I am powered as I am each and every morning.
Boom.
Hey! Nailed it by the Vibe Nutrition. This, before I mixed it up, this perfectly matched.
I saw it this morning, man. It looked dope. It did.
New logo.
It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So very exciting. What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hey, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, man.
Hump day.
What's up, Rick?
Good
How you
morning,
doing?
brother. I like the new logo.
Thank you,
The new
dude.
design.
Yeah, man.
It's popping.
Yeah. It's fresh.
Elvis freshly.
Yeah. Very spray painting, a little grungy looking.
No, I like it. I haven't seen that
I
one
lifted
yet.
it up and the microphone was in the way and nobody could see it.
Go to the merch store and check it out in real
You
life.
gotta move this. And,
That's right, yeah.
There's a lot of things in
That's
the way.
all right. Yeah. Well, screw the new shirt. Blake, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome, man. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. All right, All-American Air question of the day. What do you got, Troy?
All right, All-American Air question of the day. Have you ever been addicted to like a soda or, anything like that in your life where like, oh, wow, I drink way too many of these?
Yeah, Coca-Cola, for sure. I used to drink so much Coca-Cola that if I didn't, I would get a massive headache.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Caffeine headaches.
Yeah, those
That's what-
caffeine withdrawals are serious, man.
Definitely.
So,
Same,
yeah.
man. Coca-Cola. To this
Yeah.
day, I go to McDonald's and just grab
still
one.
do?
Yeah,
Really?
oh yeah.
Every
That's why
day?
I'm fat. I don't even hardly eat anymore, man. But I swear I'll get a good Coke, and I'll go a couple months without doing it. But yeah, something always brings me back to the cocaine.
Okay.
But Devin will say though, McDonald's Coke is better than bottled Coca-Cola.
It's different,
Yeah,
right?
it
I think it's
is.
the
It
ice
is.
or
The syrup,
the pressure, the carbon,
Carbonation in
yeah,
the syrup.
carbonation in the
Yeah.
syrup.
Yeah.
And mine was Dr. Peppers. I think I would drink like 10 to 12 Dr. Peppers a day.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And I still weighed 30 pounds less than I do now.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. I wish I could do that.
metabolism's different
There you
sometimes.
go.
No, it's
you can
100%,
just
100% the metabolism.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
It's different when you get home. I'm pushing 60, there's stuff that just doesn't shake off anymore.
yeah, man, I've learned that
Yeah.
too. I'm
Yeah.
getting to that age for sure.
Yeah, so
For sure.
yeah, no, I mean, and I'm just like, wow, how did I used to do that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a lot of soda, man.
That is, man. That's that's way too much soda.
I had a friend who did Mountain Dew and did like 3 times as much as me.
Yeah, Mountain
like,
Dew's
"Damn."
tough.
Yeesh.
That's messes my stomach up, man.
Yeah.
No,
I'll never
no,
do.
Will.
Will. Shout out Will. Iron
Yeah.
stomach.
Well, you know the rumor about too much Mountain Dew. He's
Yeah.
struggling these days.
Oh
He's
yeah.
taking some pills. these
Yellow
days.
5, was it?
Yeah.
We used to have that rumor too.
Yeah.
That's why I dodged it. Never ever.
That's why I didn't drink it as much as
probably
Coca-Cola, man.
did,
I'm
actually.
Like, yeah.
That's funny.
If that's even partly true, we ain't
Start
doing
that rumor. I'll stop drinking Coke. I'm done, man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but you still drink sodas pretty regularly.
Yeah, absolutely. And sweet tea.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea is
Yeah.
my
I've kind of
curse. Yeah.
tried not to drink soda and do the sweet tea, but
Yeah, sweet tea is my curse.
mhm.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. Blake, what about you? Any
Yeah.
addiction to sodas?
Yeah. So not like the regular sodas, like I'm not addicted to like Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or any of that. But the only one that I'm kind of addicted to now is ginger ale.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah, I like
thought he was
ginger
gonna
ale.
say RC Cola.
Ooh,
I
that
was
was
addicted to
classic.
RC Cola for a little while because it was cheap. It's like a
I
quarter.
remember that.
get
You
it
had
like a
them
quarter
2
at the-
liters in your house everywhere. I
all
remember
the time
that. Yeah,
because
man.
it costed nothing,
Mhm.
and it pretty much tasted like Pepsi.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. You put a little ice in it and stuff.
Yeah,
It worked.
Yeah, it was all right. It didn't have as much fizz as the rest.
No, that's why you had.
You know, some people will tell you that, oh, Coke and Czech and all of it's the same. They're all bottled in the same.
No,
not the
they're
same.
not. They're
I
not
can
the
tell
same.
you the
They're
difference between
absolutely
all
could be
of them
bottled
just
in
by
the same
tasting
place,
them.
but way different recipes.
Right. Could be right,
Yeah.
exactly. Could be totally bottled in the
but
same
they're not
place,
just
but
switching the
that doesn't
labels up
mean-
and no, not
You know
at
what I
all.
found out that's interesting? Dr. Pepper bottles with Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
So they have
Yes.
they bottle it whatever is the best for them at the current time.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
Pepsi's facilities are better for them to bottle Dr. Pepper, Pepsi will do it.
That's cool. And
Coke's better
they
for
seem
them?
to be at Pepsi-oriented places and vice versa with Coke.
Yeah.
Like you can
Yeah,
catch
yeah,
them
yeah,
at
you
any
can
type
get
of
it.
venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
So
Yeah,
Shout
I
out the
didn't realize
doctor.
that. I thought Mr. Pibb was like the Pepsi alternative or whatever to
Yeah.
the
Right.
and the Dr. Pepper story is kind of cool. I don't know if you guys know the Dr. Pepper story.
I've heard it a little bit.
right. I don't remember it.
He was a pharmacist, and he fell in love with the guy he was working for, his daughter. And that guy said, "You're not worthy of marrying my daughter," and basically fired him and made him move out of town. So he moved to Texas, and he took the creation that he created for her.
Oh wow,
For her,
that's cool.
and made Dr. Pepper.
Hmm.
And he ended
Was
up.
her name Pepper or something?
Yeah, I think the pharmacist that fired him's name was Dr. Pepper.
So he used his
Oh.
name.
Yeah,
That's
He's like,
awesome.
screw you, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
using your name.
Yeah.
And it's,
yeah.
great
inspiration.
formula of a soda.
So
yeah.
it was a real guy. Dr. Pepper was
Yeah.
a real guy. It was
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
And he started his own pharmacy. He was very successful, but he made all his money in the
Right.
soda industry.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty cool,
So
man.
it's pretty wild.
Nice.
It is.
That's
Good for him.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's very vindictive.
Yeah, it is.
It's great.
Imagine seeing your name everywhere and you don't
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
penny of it. You're like, "Oh."
I mean, it's just kind of snubbing the success right in this dude.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Your daughter could have been rich. It's your fault.
she could have been richer than you.
All right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you, sir. It's now time for what?
Yeah, that wasn't Stoidum stat, so just make sure.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. Yeah. Just for your trivia people over
Yeah.
there. It's time for a quick check of the weather, Troy.
Nice.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com and gerealty.us. That was the best one ever.
He set you up so you knew when it was coming. So oh, what? Oh, no, go ahead.
I slowed him down.
Yeah. I see where you're going with this.
We now go to the booth for the...
Did you do homework last night, Blake?
I should have. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right. So traffic looks pretty good out there so far. We do have a fourth traffic camera though, but it will only be unlocked if Pete can solve this riddle.
Ooh, I love
How
it.
does 6, 4, and 3 equal 2?
6, 4, and 3. I can tell you how it all equals 904. You flip the 6 upside down, that's a 9. You already got the 4, and then you do 3 minus 3 equals 0, and you rearrange it, and it's 904.
you
So
go.
I win.
All right.
Unlocked.
Unfortunately, that is not the answer. Mr. Baseball, would you like to explain how 6, 4, and 3 equal 2?
Oh, I know.
6, 4, and 3 is the shortstop to the second baseman to the first baseman, and that's a double
Double play. 2 outs.
There you go.
Boom.
All right.
Nice.
And
I
then-
like my
and-
904 answer
Yeah,
better.
and then
He went Jim Carrey 23 on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it all equals
Dude,
904.
me and you were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. You put any number in front of it,
Yeah,
I will make it
license
equal
plate.
904. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do it. I can do it with any number.
And then the one announcement I need to make right now, if you open up your phone right now, if you look at the bottom, we got the stars back.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh,
stars.
Stars?
That's nice.
Yep, that's how Blake's getting paid now.
In stars? I wish somebody paid me in
That's
stars.
great. I looked at stars last week and tried to fix them, but I guess Blake got in there, really fixed them.
Good
Good.
job.
Heck
Good
yeah.
job.
Yeah, you'll do what you can to get paid.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
If you tell somebody the only way they can get paid is in stars, they figure out how to
They'll
fix
get
those
it.
stars.
I'll figure it out.
That's right.
Very, very funny.
All right. That comes to us from Old Town Trolley, where you can tour free when accompanied by a full fare adult paid guest. Just take advantage of this incredible offer by going to hometownpass.com and signing up for your free Hometown Pass. And our friends at Lux Japanese Head Spa, you close your eyes and feel the tension melt away. As skilled hands gently massage your scalp using centuries-old Japanese techniques designed to calm your mind and refresh your soul. This is the experience waiting for you at Lux Japanese Head Spa. It's the only certified Japanese head spa in the area. Their treatments don't just relax, they heal. Whether you're dealing with, you're not looking for thinning hair, but whether you're dealing with thinning hair, dandruff, psoriasis, or an imbalanced scalp, they use authentic Japanese therapies to nourish and restore. So why not give yourself the gift of true relaxation? Visit Lux Japanese Head Spa today and feel the difference, because you deserve more than a break. You deserve renewal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless him.
Thank you.
Come on.
And we got kicked off that.
Shout out, Trav.
No, we didn't. The algorithm
No, they
loves us
boosted
now.
it.
The algorithm loves us now.
I think we're in their good graces.
I think so, man. I think so. All right. We had on tap a story about the St. Augustine Beach Police Department, but we just were informed that Troy has got an interview with the chief booked.
Yeah. So and what it is there's so many stories out there, and I've been where the chief is at, so I don't want to do the story until I have the chief actually in here.
Mhm.
So we're going to work on that. In a couple weeks, we're going to have the chief in on a Wednesday, and we're going to talk to the chief, talk about the story that's out there. She has, the right to defend herself. So before I do this story, I want to have her in
Nice.
with us to do it. Chief and I are friends. I think there was some things that could have been done differently, but like I said,
Mhm.
when we take the story and we put it out, I want her to be able to, give her side of the story also. So that's the reason I kind of pulled the story at the last minute today.
Nice.
So.
Good idea.
But I had already, and Blake didn't know, I'd already set up an interview with the chief.
There you go.
So,
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I have another big announcement, but I think I'm gonna wait until tomorrow.
Oh, you do have another big
I'm
announcement.
gonna
Yeah,
wait
very
till-
exciting.
I'm
We
gonna
heard about. I think this is the one we heard about in the group text.
Yes.
Mm.
This is awesome. This is an awesome announcement.
Yeah. So I have.
I love where this network is going.
yeah. No, I have another
It's
big
great.
announcement. Super exciting.
Yes.
And just really, really love the energy of what we got, even going in this and in our shows like the last couple of days. It's like, wow, okay, I feel like we're back.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
And
Yeah.
Buddy.
it's like the weight was taken off because we had everything kind of floating over top. And I feel great about the way the show's
That's awesome.
going
Yeah.
and where we're at.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all very exciting. I feel
Mhm.
great about it too. I'm glad it's going to continue on with the traditions that you and I have built really from the beginning,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
Very exciting. Okay, tough, sad story, man. Family's just heartbroken after their dog, little small dog, was killed by 2 German Shepherds in St. Johns County. St. Johns County family devastated after their 6-month-old puppy,
Oh no.
killed by 2 loose dogs that entered their home. It happened on April 16th. Megan Keiko's Ring camera captured a terrifying moment when 2 German Shepherds wandered into her backyard and then into her house around 9:35 in the morning.
Mm.
She came home at 11:03 and found the dogs inside her living room. Her puppy, Frank, a micro bully, was lying lifeless in the hallway. This story sucks.
Mm.
She believes that Frank had been sleeping. He was startled and ran to what he thought was a safe place, his crate in the back bedroom, where he was unfortunately, tragically mauled by these 2 dogs.
Mm.
Fighting back tears in an interview. I don't even want to read.
Yeah, this is
It's pretty
horrible,
morbid.
man.
This is not a good.
Yeah.
She was on the phone with police. The 2 dogs returned to her front door. Deputies from the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office and Animal Control arrived soon after and removed the animals. The owner of the house says the owner of the dogs later messaged her on Facebook, but she hasn't been able to bring herself to read it. It's understandable. She described the experience as a nightmare she can't wake up from and says she hopes this tragedy sparks change. Frank had only been with the family for 2 months.
Mm.
Brand new pup. Now they're just left grieving after the loss of their puppy. They say brought endless joy. Animal Control says the case is still under investigation and no updates have been released. See, this is, the really, this is very, very tough, obviously, for the family.
Mhm.
And then you got 2 other dogs that are probably going to need to be put down as
Yeah.
well, because that's just the way that these things go. That's
Yeah, right.
They're
if
considered
dogs,
a danger.
yeah, if dogs attack and kill
And the
another
owners of those
animal.
dogs, they feel bad too. They
Of
didn't
course they
wish
do.
this
I know
upon
about-
anybody, and then
yeah.
they're responsible for it and liable, and their dogs suffer. And
Yeah.
Yeah. So there could be 3
well,
dogs.
I heard the door was left open, and whether it was a loose dog or a snake in Florida or an alligator
Right,
these days,
yeah,
and I'm not
yeah.
faulting anybody, but
Right.
the lesson to be learned, obviously the dogs need to be in their house, and the owner should have been more diligent on keeping them somewhere. But yeah, you got to keep your house secured from.
You do.
What if your dog got out and went down the road and ate a toddler in the front yard? Like,
right? Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all a dynamic that it's unfortunate whoever's the
Yeah.
victim and whoever's
It
not.
might have
But
been a doggy door, though. I mean, at my old house, we had doggy doors.
yeah, I understand. But
yeah, could have been that
snakes
too. But
can
also,
get through there.
right, I keep
Alligators
my
can get
dog
through
doors
dogs. Like,
closed
we live in
at all
Florida.
times, yeah.
Spiders, like,
Right. There's a lot that can get in through those doggy doors.
Yeah.
I've never left those open when I leave the house just because you're right. Snakes, raccoons,
there's all
just
type
anything.
armadillos, possums,
Right. Can just show
Squirrels.
up at your house to an unexpected animal.
other dogs,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
The list is infinite.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
It
Sucks to
is.
have to
That's a really sad story.
come home and see that and deal with that.
Yeah.
No. I mean, we have a 6-month-old puppy right now. So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, definitely
Mhm.
relate to this. I mean, this is horrible, and unfortunately, the German shepherds, like you said, are probably gonna have to be put down
Right.
also.
Right.
So three dogs have
Mm-hmm.
lost their lives, and probably the owners could have handled it in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I wonder how the little dog or the other dogs got out. I wonder what the
Yeah.
situation. 'Cause all of this is, you know what I'm saying, from the outside
Well, it sounds
in.
like it was in the backyard.
Yeah, they got through the backyard.
Pup was in the backyard and ran into the house. So I mean, you know, like I said, there's probably a lot of guilt from both sides.
All the parties,
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah.
You know.
And nobody
You know,
feels
Because the
good
dogs
about
don't
this.
choose this. They don't even know what they're
Right,
doing. They're
humans,
going
right.
with their natural instincts and doing what they're wired to do.
Mm-hmm.
They probably thought they were playing, and the dog's
Right.
making noises. It's a toy like they have down the street at their house, and all of a sudden,
Yeah. Yeah.
they got in some trouble and don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Mm.
It's tough.
Very, very tough story. I'm a dog person. I love
Yeah.
dogs. I've
Mhm.
always had dogs, and I hate to hear about this from all angles,
I
man.
can't imagine not having a dog. I mean, that's just,
Right.
you know, just
Yeah.
the world. I mean, and then, you know, like people make fun of me, but every 7 years I get another dog. So I'm
Mhm.
never without a dog. You know,
Yeah.
because dogs only live, you know, 10 to 15
Right.
years,
Yeah.
which is very sad. And it's one of the worst things you have to do is when you have,
Oh,
you
yeah,
have to
it
put
is.
your dog down. And this is what's happening to these people right now.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm just,
Unbelievably sad
Yeah.
story
so.
for everybody. There's, nobody wins in that story.
And I know Paul at the animal control, and I know he's heartbroken.
he's awesome.
He's heartbroken of like,
Mm,
you know, he's I don't know anybody who loves dogs more than him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
that's got to be a tough job if you
Ah,
love dogs.
yeah.
man.
It does.
Dang it.
He's a good guy too.
Yep. So
Zebo's dad.
yeah,
Oh,
see,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
he was a good baseball player too.
yeah.
Zach.
No, he's a good athlete.
Yeah.
So.
Period.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
gas buddy
Let's
gas report.
pivot from there.
Yeah. This is the one time we're like glad to get to the gas.
gas.
money. Even though the prices suck.
Yeah, going up.
We're like, the prices suck, but it's still
better than that.
Seems
Seems
better than the
optimistic.
last
Yeah.
story.
Woo. Okay. Well, the Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce, $2.84 this morning. That's their cash price.
Not bad.
That's not bad. The Shell at 146 King, $2.85. The Owens at 780 South Ponce, $2.85. The Sunoco at 450 South Ponce, $2.85. The Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard, $2.85. A1A discount beverage out there on the island, $2.89. Circle K on 207, $2.89. The Shell at 2350 North Ponce, $2.92. The Gate on Mizell Road, $3.16. And the Gate at 4075 US 1 North, $3.19. That comes to us from Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. If you are in trouble with the law for any reason, and you need to get out of jail, Chris Lucero will get you out of jail. It's that simple. Available 24/7 to provide fast and reliable bail services. 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. We got some live music coming your way today and tonight. Scott Hall's going to be at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Smoke and Show Shower at Trade Winds at 1 o'clock. Reggie Stared at the Milltop at 4:30. Carry the Day. Fusion 904 Eatery at 5. Denny Blue at the Guy Harvey Resort at 5 o'clock. Chubby McGee.
Chubbs.
Chubs. Tides at 5. Mark Hart Trade Winds at 5 o'clock. The Carpetbaggers at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Alexis Paramus at Old Coast Ales at 6 o'clock. Dewey Vaya and O'Malley's at 6. Dharma, Casa de Vino 57 at 7. And John Q.
John's got
Excuse
some
me.
good Q.
John with the Q.
Not as good as Spencer's Q.
At the Milltop at 9 o'clock. Nothing's as good as Spencer's
That's so
Q.
good.
Really, seriously.
Where is he today? Does anyone know?
I don't know if he's anywhere today. But if he is, he should drop it in the comments and let people know.
That'd be good.
Yeah. All right. That live music mic checks comes to us from a place that has great live music all the time. Bin 39 out there on their courtyard is a great place to enjoy that. And you can enjoy over 95 wines while you're out there as well. Bin 39 for St. George Street. Great establishment. It's perfect time of year to go hang out there.
Mm-hmm.
And our friends at Fidus Roofing, your local go-to for over 15 years. And guess what? Other people live right here in St. Johns County. They're master elite contractors for St. Johns County, and that means they can offer you warranties that nobody else can touch. They love you, and they love our community. So you know you're in good hands with Fidus Roofing. Great people. 904 888-355 roof.
Yeah, not only do they do roofs, they do pavers as well.
Okay.
And cutters.
You go.
My mom had a cuckoo clock when I was little, man. And every
Did she
time,
really?
Yeah.
No
a real
way.
nice wooden one. It, like, it was
Really?
probably-
Like a legit cuckoo
Yeah.
clock?
Did it
Yeah.
go off at night too?
No, it was like
Ooh.
had a nocturnal thing, or the way, and you had these little. They look like corn husk, and you would
Yeah,
pull
you
them.
pull 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
gotta- you
and I
gotta-
think she said it
that's how you
somehow for
wind
it
it.
not to. Yeah, but it would come out and go cuckoo. I have to have her send me a picture. I know you guys are all interested in that one.
Cuckoo clock technology.
And we had a great grandmother clock or something. It wasn't a grandfather clock, a big one, but it was a smaller one.
really?
Yeah, and it would go dong 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 dong.
Okay.
Rick's
Yeah,
clock
I remember
talk.
my grandma had something like that in her house. She probably had both of those things in her house back in the day.
People don't really do clocks like that anymore.
Yeah, we have a clock
Yeah.
that you have to wind, but it's been, it's right twice a day now.
It doesn't work.
Just set it to 9:04.
Yeah, that's how I do.
That's what we should do.
That is what you should do.
Then it's right all the time.
That's right. Blake, remind me of that.
Russ?
All my broken clocks are set to 9:04.
Yeah.
This has to be done. All right, St. Johns County steps closer to building a new AdventHealth emergency facility. St. Johns County taking a major step towards expanding healthcare and boosting the local economy, they say. During a meeting on April 15th, county commissioners approved an economic development incentive agreement with AdventHealth to build a new freestanding emergency department in St. Augustine. Where else would they put it? A strip mall?
Yeah.
We're going to throw this in Mall
Next to
2121.
Subway.
Yeah, right.
Pull up on us.
That's right. We're going to be taking the place of that sub place in Walmart.
That's going to be next.
It's going to be located near the intersection of 207 and Wildwood. It's going to be a 12-bed emergency department, and it's expected to span more than 13,000 square feet and bring 56 new healthcare jobs to the area. I just realized when it said 12-bed emergency department that I had a dream last night that I bought a duplex, and I just felt really happy. I was like, oh, wow, I've got a duplex. And then I thought,
Dang it,
no,
I
I
don't.
don't have a duplex. That was a dream.
That's
like,
awesome.
wow, 12 beds. That's about as many
This
as
is my,
in
my
my
duplex that I don't have. Dang. Dang, that's a good dream.
Oh, that is a
I
good
woke up
dream.
this morning saying I bought a studio, and it was like, oh,
I did. Oh, there you go.
Wake up, wake up.
2-room studio. Well, 3 rooms, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, 4 rooms, kind of. If you count the green room as a room.
yeah, it's
And
kinda,
the hallway is a room.
Always?
Yeah.
The kitchen?
Right. You got a kitchen in here.
It's
you
a
can
complex.
basically live
Yeah.
here.
It's
It
a
is a
complex.
It's
complex.
a duplex.
It's a complex.
His dreams came true for you.
That's right. My dreams came true.
Whoa,
someone else.
that's an interesting movie idea where your dream happens for somebody else.
Oh,
Ooh,
gosh.
That is an interesting movie
That
idea.
is.
Shoot it, Rick.
All
Get
right.
on it.
Pow.
It's like, yeah, money is something you need to do.
I'm
that.
down. All right, cool.
It only takes money.
You want to fund my dream? Investors? Possibly you. What is this by the 7-Eleven, that new 7-Eleven on Wildwood and 207?
I guess so.
I think we've talked about this before, but now this one is actually about to come to fruition.
Probably closer, yeah. This emergency department expected to span more than 13,000 square feet and bring in 56 new healthcare jobs to the area with an average salary of $68,000.
Solid.
Yeah.
Nice.
County officials say healthcare is already the 3rd largest employment sector in St. Johns County and one of its fastest growing. Economic Development Director Sarah Maxfield. I like that name. It's a good name.
It
Fun
is.
Name.
It's like a spy name.
Maxfield.
It is kind of a spy name, but it's definitely like a CEO name.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
boss
You know,
name.
that's a good. It is a boss name.
See, I was thinking it's a spy name.
Spy name.
Maxfield.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
Max sounds-
It sounds like a,
Maxfield's on the case. Don't worry.
yeah, exactly. Maxfield.
Well, is it a spy name or is it like Maxwell Smart? Right, where it's like
Maxwell's smart was.
he was a spy, but he was.
That was a hilarious show.
That was a great show. Love that show. Get Smart. It was one of my favorite shows as a kid that my dad would watch on Nick at Night. AdventHealth's total investment in the project, including construction, site improvements, and equipment, is expected to top $18 million.
Sheesh.
Things are not cheap to build these days,
Whoa.
man. The facility is projected to bring in $5.5 million impact to the local community. I don't know how you calculate that, but somebody does.
Mm-hmm.
As part of the incentive deal, St. Johns County will begin issuing annual rebate payments to AdventHealth Okay. In the 2027 fiscal year, we did talk about this. We've talked about this one before. Those payments are expected to total just over $222,000, capped over the several years. AdventHealth Flagler and St. John's Market CEO Denise Bales Chubb.
Ooh. D Chubb.
Yeah. Chubb Maxfield.
Chubb Maxfield. He's a little heavier
It's a
spy.
lot-
He tries to hide behind big microphones.
It's a law firm that just never took off.
Chubb and Chubbs. Yeah. For the people. Offices.
That person says the goal is to make emergency care more accessible. And adding this new facility will better serve both residents and visitors alike. No official opening date has been announced yet, but construction is expected to begin soon.
Nice.
Yeah. No, and Rick, I don't know if you were here at the time, but I did not know AdventHealth was created by a Seventh-day Adventist, the church.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
you
like
did talk
we just
about
did
Yeah,
that.
no, I
a
didn't know
story
that.
like about 3 months ago, and I just went,
Yeah.
that makes total
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
But
no, I never-
I didn't,
never
I
thought
didn't
about it.
associate the two of them together until like we read a story here, and I was like, how did I
Oh,
not know
no,
that?
that makes sense.
How did I
Yeah,
not
I
know
never-
that?
I hope they're letting Jesus pay for the bills.
Yeah.
You know? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. His bank account's a little outdated.
You sure?
No,
I think-
he's
I
good.
think
They
the
take
Jesus bank
Cash
account is
App
good
and
forever.
Zelle.
It's probably
They
doing-
take
I would
everything
have
these
to
days.
say, yeah.
It's probably doing pretty well.
What was
Yeah.
that George Carlin on religion? That was one of the best bits ever. You remember that one?
I don't by heart, but George Carlin was hilarious.
Yeah.
We used to
Google
watch-
that one. That
we used to
one's
rent those
fun.
from Blockbuster, George Carlin videos.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
the best.
It's great. Very funny guy.
Him and Richard Pryor, used to like you would have like actual tapes of the comedy, like the stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I remember we had one of Carlin and of Richard Pryor.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They had like Jerky Boys and
Oh, Jerky Boys was great.
some other random ones.
Jerky Boys.
Jerky
was
Boy. Hey,
so
it's Frank
great.
Rizzo.
Back when people used their imagination, like you pop in a CD, man. There was no video to go with
No.
Jerky Boys. You had to do it all in your head,
Yeah.
man. It was great. It's great.
Yeah.
Then Adam Sandler did some similar
Oh,
stuff
yes.
with his CDs. His CDs were
The
very
goat.
funny
Right
too.
in the goat.
The goat, yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
you hit me right in the head.
I can't repeat the goat's line.
Yeah.
but it was,
Or the POS car. He had a bunch
I
of
love
songs.
That
And,
song. Love that song.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, great stuff, man. All right, Troy, should St. Johns County build a 4-field croquet lawn at a St. Augustine Park? They want to hear from residents. I have an idea how this will go, but actually I don't, because who knows with St. Augustine
Yeah.
residents. St. Johns County is setting its sights on a new addition to local recreation. We're going back in time 75 years, and we're considering a croquet lawn at Rock Springs Farms Park. Where the hell is that?
I think it's down near 206.
Is it?
So it's not a park that was around when I was there.
The county's proposal includes building 4 croquet fields. Who's giving them
What
these
is
ideas?
a croquet field?
Who's giving them these ideas? And who's listening to this and actually putting it on an agenda? Each measuring 28 by 35 yards. Go ahead, Troy.
I just
Talk me down off the ledge here.
I never once had anyone call and say, "Hey, do you have any public croquet fields?"
And that was 20 years ago. The demand has not increased.
No, it's
for
gone the
public
opposite.
croquet fields.
You can't even acquire croquet
Where do you
stuff.
get croquet sets? Where do you get stuff for croquet?
I mean, Amazon has it all, but they've physically got to make it right then and there. We've got an order, guys. Crank the factory up.
Get Marge back in here.
Beatrice, Marge, cousin Marge.
Get Cousin Margie back in here. She's the only person who knows how to make a croquet mallet in St. Augustine.
We played it when I was growing up in the front yard, but it was in the front yard and it wasn't regulation, and you had the 2 sticks. And I remember, like, if your ball got stuck next to the other ball, you could just whack it.
Yeah,
like,
knock it
my
out.
sister would start crying because I'd hit hers all the way across.
That's all we
across
ever
the way.
did.
Yeah, but
Hit 'em
You
hard.
played croquet?
I had
I've
a-
never picked up
I've
a
had the
croquet
thing
set in my
too.
life.
We had it when we were kids. They're
like
big,
the-
heavy balls,
you'd
and
fight over what color ball you
yeah, it was
got,
like blue and
you know,
red. There
you-
were no
You
options.
rich kids.
It wasn't rich.
No, dude,
it
that
was.
was poor man
Yeah,
entertainment.
same. I don't even. That's how we got it. In the 1992, they threw them all away, and you could just find croquet stuff.
you could
You could.
get 'em in
I remember
dumpsters.
seeing it all types of places. We probably got it at dumpsters off Brigantine Court.
gosh,
Legit.
this is one of the worst ideas I've ever seen come across.
How
this
big are
news
they
feed.
though? I think you're about to get to it. I don't even know what a croquet course
28 by
is.
35 yards each.
Yeah,
Okay, so 100 foot
what
by
I think I
60
saw is
something.
like the 4 of them take up almost an entire football field.
Right.
That's a pretty big space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flag football. Where's this park located though?
Yeah,
That's
Like,
what I-
Blake, can you do some googling back there and find out exactly where this is at? I think it's down near 206.
That
right there.
may help,
checking.
but
They say if placed side by side, the total area would span slightly more than the length of a football field.
good call.
The project would also bring a shaded structure, more parking, and additional restrooms to the 2.3 acre park, which is located off US 1 and Sunstone Court.
Dang.
Right.
They had me for a second. I'm like, wow, okay. Some guy's front yard.
I don't even know if is there a croquet group. I don't even know.
Yeah,
if there-
Right.
I
Who
know.
plays croquet?
Somebody had
And,
to go to him, and I'll give Timmy a call. He's I think in that article he's the one who's doing the project.
Does anybody in our comments play croquet? I mean, please let us know if you play croquet in the comments. Rick will give you his old croquet
Yeah,
set.
I'll show up and do it. Croquet sounds fun. I'll try. I don't want to hate on the
Yeah,
idea.
so-
Blake's got a map up
Yeah,
there.
so basically, so this is an area right here that what they want to build a croquet field at. It is just south of 206, so just south of 206, but north of the Tringali barn.
On the same
Okay.
side as Tringali?
No, on
Opposite
the
side?
like
Like by the fire ranger
Okay.
station
All right,
and
so
all
on the
that
west
stuff.
side of US 1.
Cool.
Okay, all right.
Dang. So you're gonna have to commute to play croquet.
I didn't know there was a park over there.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I didn't know
don't-
there was any park over there
I don't
already.
think there is. There's the state or where the fire ranger tower is right
Mhm.
there, and west of it there's that neighborhood, and I didn't remember anything there. There's a nursery and.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah,
County
so-
officials are. Go ahead, Rick.
No, I was just gonna say croquet. So that means you put the little hoops in there because you hit them
Yeah.
through the
The
little
wickets.
arches, the wickets.
The
So those are gonna be
wickets.
permanent. So why not make an open field and you just BYO croquet set? Bring your own croquet. You set it up. You play. You leave.
Right. If you
It
want to
can
play
be an
croquet,
open field. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be
Yeah, I mean,
specified to croquet.
It seems like you can
Yeah.
use these for bocce and some lawn,
Right. Or frisbee. You just
some
want
of
to
that
toss a
stuff.
frisbee.
Yeah.
You want to run your dog around.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
not.
mean,
They have dog parks for that.
I mean, I could see only during events like all 4 croquet. I mean,
Yeah.
is the croquet
Oh,
demand?
annual thing, and then that's it. Like, and
Yeah.
maybe that's a new thing people do for nonprofits is a croquet event or something. I don't
Right.
bring back croquet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe talk to whoever's in charge of that situation and
Yeah.
figure out how that came about because
Yeah,
you could literally put chess boards up and play chess, and that would make more sense to me. Like, okay,
Right,
cool.
now we're just going
Chess?
full Alice in Wonderland. What's with the Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
theme we have here
Timmy
today?
Connor should be close to your age.
Oh yeah, we
we
grew
know
up
Timmy.
together.
Yeah,
We played
yeah.
baseball together too, and played basketball. He played in St. Joe.
Yeah,
Oh, is
so
he in charge of all this?
His mom and dad are
he's
dope
the
people.
project guy for Parks.
Okay.
Oh, is Timmy out there? That's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Oh, he'll do good. He'll do
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Timmy's dope people.
Yeah.
But Timmy,
Timmy, we
Let's
did
shoot
not
this
play
down.
croquet together though, dude.
Timmy, I'll be calling you for an update for tomorrow.
yeah, there you go. You should get him on the show. Monday, April 29th from 6 to 7 at the Southeast Branch Library, there will be a community meeting.
Oh, that says crochet.
A crochet field?
It's a crochet field. Oh, we're just going to be...
That would make more sense.
No, it wouldn't. It'd make less sense.
I know more people that crochet.
Same.
than croquet.
We could,
you're-
we could
you
at
know
least
what, you're right
crochet
about
a
that.
blanket for someone that needs it during the winter or something. Like
There are actual crocheting clubs.
Yes, I can justify crocheting more than
I guarantee
croquet.
there's more people in crochet clubs than croquet
Yeah.
clubs in St.
absolutely.
Johns
100%
County.
agree.
Let me just make sure it's
Croquette?
not.
Maybe it's like a little
crochet.
piece of food, a croquette.
Yes.
Right.
I'm going to be nice so I get an Afghan out of this.
There you go. Let's see. Representatives
That's
from
good.
Public Works, Parks and Rec, and the design firm Kimley Horn will be on hand. They did a design firm to put in croquet fields, to
Already
put in
spent money.
wickets.
We designed it
We've already
earlier.
spent money on it. So
Yeah, we're already in the hole.
we're half pregnant.
Oh, boy. And they will be on hand to answer questions and provide more information about the project.
Mm-hmm.
Did they just say, how do we put up the cheapest park ever?
Yeah.
How do we make empty land into the
I-
cheapest park
Well, it's
ever?
going to need. I mean, someone's going to have to maintain.
Yeah,
that
mow it
to
and
keep
weed
It's
eat
going
it
to
at
have to
least.
stay low. I mean, like
golf
It's like
course.
a golf green,
What
isn't
I
it?
imagine is it's very similar to a golf green. Like
Right.
It's going to have to be well maintained, or it's going to
Right.
suck.
Yes, and who's gonna go use it? You're gonna put all this time and effort into this for people to just drive by and be like,
It's
oh.
going to be the biggest crochet club ever.
Croatian? I'm trying to think of all the words it could be. Quiche? I don't know.
They say it's all part of St. Johns County's continued efforts to expand diversity.
Well, yeah, great job.
More whites. That's that's
Is that
not
sports diversity or
diverse.
racial diversity?
That's not
What type of diversity are we
That's
talking about?
diverse. Yeah. Put all the white guys in one place. What?
Diversity.
Recreational opportunities for local residents. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't have to get it, but I sure don't.
Yeah.
Who quoted that one? Who said diversity? We got to talk to them.
No, it's what.
Oh,
it's
that's
part
just
of the
what they
story.
said?
It's
Okay.
all part of St. Johns County's continued efforts to expand diversity and recreational opportunities for local residents.
Well, I can tell you, you know, when we first started doing dog parks, I was like, come on, just walk your dog. You know, I didn't really get it. And then after we put the first dog park in, we're like, we need 20 of these.
Really?
I don't think this is going to happen.
Yeah. I was hoping you weren't going that direction.
Lots of people have
I love the
dogs.
optimism, but I don't think it's going to go that way.
Because lots of people have dogs.
I don't think it's going to happen.
That's funny.
God, man, that's good. Well, you can go get yourself a haunted croquet set at a local thrift store somewhere.
Possessed.
Right? Seriously.
This one was owned by Pedro.
Menendez.
Yeah, right.
He bought
And
his
nobody
own.
wanted it since.
No, Pedro, vote Pedro.
From Napoleon Dynamite.
God, wow. Okay, well, croquet. This.
Croquet. They got their own theme song now. They're bringing it back.
They have a croquet anthem.
Yep.
Oh, well, Troy, how do you want to see the comments? I'm sure they're great today.
They're just crushing the croquet right now. On this Wednesday, I will while my way through the wide world of waking watchers while we watch.
Wonderful. You're not going to be in charge of reading the stories going forward, are you?
No. I hope not.
That was a
One
tongue
word at
twister,
a
though.
time.
I'm reading it.
No, Bobby's
On
on it.
Wednesday,
with
I
that.
will will
Bobby's
his
the
way
one
through the
who-
wild.
Bobby tries to trip me up, and he won today.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. While you do that, I'm going to tell everybody Baytude and Floyd, not your average local insurance agency. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments. Their approach to insurance and risk longevity in our community and the way they treat their clients sets them apart from the rest. Homeowners, auto, commercial, and benefits, they've been doing that for over 50 years. Christy Lawrenson, St. Augustine's premier agent, offering complimentary policy reviews. It's very important and has a deep understanding of insurance and what is needed to be properly insured in St. Augustine. Her attention to detail and organizational skills have found policy errors and cost savings where others have not. Give them a call, 904-794-5455. Schedule your appointment today. And our friend Troy Usina at St. Augustine Handy House. If you are looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building, look no further than St. Augustine Handy House, and really look no further than their Facebook page. They've got a lot of great deals on that Facebook page. Check them out if you need a structure, a shed, buildings, office space, carport, any of it. They got you covered out there, from massive structures to itty bitty sheds.
Something will fit in your
Itty bitty.
backyard.
Yeah, that'll fit perfectly through your back fence, you know. They've got it all for you at St. Augustine Handy House. Great people, great family, great work. Open 9 to 5 during the week. Saturday, 9 to 1. What you got, Troy?
All right. So Wawa was at $3.19. Costco was at $2.79. The clock has already been changed on the wall to 9:04.
Nice.
And I guess Taste is this weekend. And Keely gave us some inside info. Evidently, it was a playground for the development, but something got screwed up with the developers and the HOA people.
Yes.
So something else was going on, and then okay, they just kind of
Yeah, I
gears.
seen
Now they
this.
got to do something with it.
They shifted gears.
They got to do something cheap with it.
Yeah.
It's out
Yeah.
front of that neighborhood. I know right where they're talking about now. Okay.
Yeah.
Croquet for
Thank
the kids.
you for the inside info.
Yeah, thank you, Keely.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Keely's great.
I had no idea.
Awesome.
It was my favorite Keeley story was from the Florida Man Games this year. I'm looking around. We're about to start evading arrest obstacle course. And I'm looking around, and my people aren't there with the stopwatches. And I'm like, where are my timers? And I see Keely, and I grab Keely out of the crowd. I'm like, I know I can trust Keely.
No, that's
so
dope.
I pull her out. I'm like, Keely, can you time this guy? And she came through. Awesome. That was awesome. I don't think I got to thank her for that, but big thank you for that. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, she was at the training too. Her and I were the ones resetting up the obstacle.
That's right.
course at the
That's
training.
right,
So
man. She's so awesome.
She's a 904 player for
Super
sure.
awesome. All right, Stoidem stat.
All right, Stoneham stat on this day, 1985, is when New Coke was introduced.
Huh?
You guys were very, very young at this time.
I was born that year.
Yeah, so very young. And it was an absolute bomb. I was working at Winn-Dixie when it happened, and I've always been. I like the burn of Coke. I've never been a Pepsi guy.
Yeah.
And when it came out, I was like, this is just Pepsi. You know,
Yeah.
I never really got the taste of it, and it bombed, and it's probably one of the biggest bombs in soda history. It just they had to change back like a year later.
Well, it was a bomb for Pepsi though. Was that remember Crystal Pepsi?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like clear Pepsi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't do well.
Yeah.
Didn't do well. All right. Good Stoidem stat. Comes to us from a place where their sodas are always great. St. Augie's Pizza, right in between Riberia and ML King. My favorite pizza place. I'm going to have to get out there this week, man. I'm in the mood for some Augie's this week.
Me too.
Yeah, might be lunch today.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
down.
go.
So might be lunch today for me to make a trip to see Og.
There you go.
And the whole crew over there is just awesome.
They're all awesome.
They are.
And that's one of those places where everybody's been there the whole time. You know, their whole crew, you walk in, you always see the same people, man. It's a family business.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great. Plugs, Troy.
All right, Plug's huge announcement tomorrow. You guys don't want to miss tomorrow. I'm real excited about it. I know you guys.
I'm very excited about it.
It's
Yeah.
super, super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, second
Yeah,
that
man.
one. Tune in tomorrow. Check out the big news.
Yeah.
Shout out
All
Cousin
right.
Margie as always.
There you go.
Good March.
Blake.
Don't forget tomorrow, and don't forget for all of our streams. You can now send stars against it. That'll definitely help us support our show, support our channel. That'll help us greatly, and we appreciate you guys.
It'll let me pay Blake.
That's right.
Indeed.
Please send stars.
Blake gets paid in stars now. All right, man. You guys have a great rest of your day. We will talk to you very soon.
Bye-bye.